and welcome to day 17 of your 21-day yoga practice challenge. So we are almost at the end of the 21-day challenge, so well done for all of you getting this far. It's been so amazing and I've loved seeing all your progress. So yes, don't stop now. Today we're going to be inverting. So this doesn't necessarily, there's lots of inversions that you wouldn't automatically think of as an inversion, like downward facing dog, things like that. So we're going to do lots of kind of drills working towards the inversion. So if you've never done headstand fall or you've never done any of these things, then don't stress, because I'm gonna take everything step by step. So you just come to what you can do, and then maybe if you do this flow in a few weeks' time, you might be able to do a bit more than you did last time. So it's going to be more of kind of a workshop kind of practice, and you just do what you can and just have a little bit of fun with it. So we're going to start lying on our backs. And we're just going to bring our legs up in the air. Try and have them straight if possible, but feel free to bend them if you need to. Hands flat on the floor beside us. And this is already starting to feel that motion of our legs being up in the air and our heart being left down on the floor. So this is already kind of a mini inversion. And we'll just see how this feels to us today. Now we're going to engage this core. We're going to see if we can just lift up the pelvis, flexing those feet and pushing up into those hips. So you're engaging your core here already, feeling that fire inside you, and using this to lift the pelvis up to the air. Either staying there, or we're going to push back into a shoulder stand. So I know this is very early on in the practice, so if you don't want to do it, that's absolutely fine. If you would like to do it, we're going to push the hips up, catch our hips in our hands, and then we're just going to stay here with our legs as they came to for a few moments, as it is the very start of our practice. Maybe just feeling into this, feeling what it feels like to have our hips above our heart. That's what an inversion is. Maybe this is enough. If you'd like to go further, you're going to point the toes, push your bum up to the sky, and come into one straight line, or near enough about. So you might be like this today, that's fine. Just seeing what it feels like to have our hips in the air. Now we're going to slowly come out of this, so bringing the hands to the lower back, legs coming out long, and then as you lower vertebra by vertebra, bring yourself all the way down to the mat, and then just hug your knees into the chest, and we'll just rock side to side. I'm going to hold our knees and we're going to rock, and we're going to ignite our core here, so not placing the feet on the floor yet, just rocking backwards and forth a few times. One last time, holding yourself in boats. And we're going to do some boat drills here, because our core is so important in inversions, because it's what holds us up straight. So we need to really fire this up and get ready for our inversion practice. So we're going to just bring one leg out and then the other, and just dipping back ever so slightly, just starting to feel the engagement in the core. You can challenge yourself to both legs if you want to. No need to if you don't want to, it's completely up to you. We're just going to hug ourselves in. Tuck our chin to our knees. and then coming up to boat one more time. Maybe challenge yourself to straighten your legs and your arms, and then hug yourself back in, and then we're going to rock back again, and we're going to come all the way through to a plank. So you might want to watch me first, but to do this you need to come forward and cross your legs over, and then you'll be able to push through to push into the plank. So rock back, forward, cross the legs over, jump back to plank. Now we're going to lower. We'll do the first one, knees down first, so knees to the mat, then lower our arms, push up to a cobra, and then push back into our first downward dog of the practice. So as it is our first one, we'll start to feel into this. This is also an inversion, which people often don't realise, but that is because our hips are above our heart. So maybe taking some waves here. Whatever feels nice to you today. Maybe coming up high onto the toes, and then bending those knees, pushing our hearts to our knees, and then straightening the legs. Now we're going to lower into a dolphin. So I know it is early on to get into the power, but this is an inversion flow. So lowering our elbows to the floor, maybe coming up high onto the toes. This might be enough for you, and that's also a really strong posture already. And again, another inversion. If you would like to take it a step further, then you can just walk your toes in, come high up on the toes, and then you can just play with this rocking action. And then we'll push up through right arm, left arm to our dolphin. And then we're going to lower back down, right arm, left arm. And then we're just going to wiggle our hands forward and our feet back and come into a low plank here. Arms in the same position as dolphin, so all you would do to get back in is lift the hips up. Then we're going to come to a low side plank, so we're going to come onto put all our weight into our right hand and the edge of our right foot and open up. And we're going to try and push those hips, whoops, push those hips high so they go above the heart maybe. And back to centre. And then we'll come to the left side. So again, pushing firmly through that left hand and left foot, and maybe pushing those hips up so they come higher than the heart, and that arm comes up to the sky. And then come through our plank, our low plank, and then we're going to walk our feet in back to our dolphin, and then we're going to see if we can push up either one arm at a time or challenging yourself to both arms. You can either do the knees first, or we'll do full chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. And then we'll all take a child's pose here, and just rest after that fiery warm up. When you're ready, coming up to your knees, we're going to get straight into some headstand prep. So we're not coming up to headstand just yet. We're just going to do some drills, and then when we come back into headstand later on, if this is where you're at today and what you're feeling into, then just repeat this set of drills. So we need to make our, first of all, hands on the mat like as if we were going into dolphin, and then we're just going to we want our elbows to stay exactly where they are. Hands come together and interlocked, and we're making our little nests for the crown of our heads. So the top of our head is going to bury itself right into this nest that we've made. And as you come up, all the strength is coming from your shoulders and your upper arms, so you shouldn't feel any tension in your neck. So if you are, please come out and just rewind and just kind of adjust, see what you're doing wrong, and then try again. So we're going to be firmly pushing through our upper body, tucking that head right into the nest, coming up to our toes as if we were in dolphin, and then we can just stay here if you want to. If this is more than enough for you today, then that's absolutely fine. It's super strengthening on the core and the upper body. So we can just play with this rocking action. Maybe lifting one leg up and lowering, and then lifting the other leg and lowering. Just doing whatever felt like you could handle today. Just making sure you do both sides equal amount of times. And then we'll lower the knees and take a child's pose. When you're ready, we're going to firmly root through all 5 fingers, our toes, and push up into our downward facing dog. Coming forward to our plank. Lower chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. And then we're going to lower back down to our dolphin. Walking those toes in, maybe this is enough for you today, and that's absolutely fine. If you would like to take it further, then we can do those drills and just in our headstand prep. So we'll lift, so we can come up to the toes, down onto the heels, up and down. This is round stage 1. If you'd like to take it to the next stage, you can start to lift the left leg up and lower, and then the right leg. And lower. Taking child's pose whenever you need, because this is challenging, especially if your body isn't used to moving in these ways, then this is a super strong practice. So there's no shame in taking a child's pose. Just come back into it and just try and have a go at least once at the drills I'm showing you, as this is what's going to strengthen your body and therefore make it easier for any inversion. So coming back to our dolphin and just taking one more round of each if you are still in your dolphin. So left leg up and lower, and right leg up and lower. And then we'll just take a child's pose together. Maybe come into a narrow leg child pose this time, and just resting our forehead onto the mat. We're going to step our right leg through to our right hand in between and just come to a wide leg forward fold. We'll just take a little breather here, just stretch out the legs, toes pointing inwards. We're going to come to a flat back and hold this position here first. Arms coming out to the side being strong in your wide-legged forward fold. Then we're going to lower our hands to our heels and just pull our bodies in towards our legs. You might be up here and that's fine, just make that connection to be able to pull your heart down, and therefore in another inversion because our hips are above our hearts. And coming up, we'll frame that front foot again. We'll step that right leg back to the left in a downward facing dog. Then we're going to come through into plank and just vinyasa through. So lowering either through knees, then lower, or chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. And then we'll just lower our knees to the floor. So now we're going to do some pincher prep or forearms down prep. This is a very challenging posture. So we're going to do some drills to get into it. And as I said, oh, got fairy dust in my eye. As we get into this, take it slowly and just attempt the drills one at a time. Take them with ease. So don't force yourself into it. Just do it gently. And if it is just too much, then come into child's pose, or you can do the headstand prep again. So those of you who would like to have a go at pincher, we're going to place our hands on the mat as if we were going up to dolphin. We're going to walk our feet in towards our elbows, and then again you can just stay here, so lifting that left leg up and then the right leg up, just like that. If you would like to come up, try coming up into pincher. It also depends on your flexibility, because if you have lots of flexibility in your legs, then it's going to be easier, because as you kick, the momentum is going to allow the next leg to follow naturally, so you're going to need less strength. And this, so it depends a lot on your flexibility and mobility as well, about how hard it's going to be for you. You can do this against a wall, and this just means that you won't have the fear factor of falling over, so then you can kick up with a lot more power and therefore maybe get into the balance and then just use the wall to balance yourself. So that is an option. So whatever you would like to do today is completely up to you. So pushing up into our dolphin, and then as you lift up the left leg or the right leg, you just push up and maybe take a little bunny hops. Maybe coming up into pincher, maybe not. As I said, this is super challenging, so don't feel like you're not good enough or anything, because it took me so long to get the hang of, and I was so scared of falling over, so just did it against the wall for so long, and then eventually you do get the strength, and also you get less fearful about falling over once you've done it a few times and realise that it's not that scary. So just making sure you have a go, kicking up with the other leg. And yeah, like I said, even just the drills are so good for you. So yeah, that's also just an amazing place to be today. So we'll all just come down to child's pose. Push up to a downward facing dog. We'll just come through a vinyasa to flush us all out. So come forward to plank, lowering knees first, or chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Going to come to some bunny hops here. So just firmly rooting through our hands, and maybe just jumping like this today, and that's fine. That's completely strengthening our core and our upper body, which is preparation for handstand. So we'll just do a few bunny hops together. And then just coming down into a wide-legged child's pose. Push up to downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Lower knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. And then we'll all just come to our knees, take a quick breather. This is quite a challenging flow, but I kind of wanted to use it more of a movement breakdown so you can see all the drills. So maybe if you came to an inversion practice again, then you could do it in your own routine, but you'd know what the strengthening drills are, and then you can take it to whatever level you need to. So that was more the aim of this flow. So it might be a lot more stop and start, and there might be a lots of things that you do have to sit out and maybe come to another time, but that's absolutely fine. So we're going to come to a headstand now, and come all the way up into headstand. So again, just like we did before, bringing our hands into dolphin, clasping our hands together, making a little nest, tucking our crown into our hands, and then walking up onto our toes. And again, you can take these drills, so just lifting one leg up and then the other, and that's absolutely fine. Or you can bring your knees into your chest and stay here, and that's also amazing. Or you can shoot your legs up to the sky and come up into your headstand. Taking 5 breaths here if you manage to get up, or just attempting some kick-ups. Again, maybe doing against the wall. And then lower with control. And come to a child's pose. So again, with headstand, I would encourage you to definitely do the drills always without a wall, and then if you can, it's better to have someone to help you up than always using the wall for support, because then we get so reliant on it and then you never want to leave the wall. So it's best to have a go without. If you fall over, if you have the strength in your shoulders, you won't hurt yourself because you're protecting your neck with your upper body strength. So you should be fine. So coming down to child's pose for one more breath. Pushing up to our downward facing dog. And then we'll walk, step or jump. Come to seated. And then we're just going to lie on our backs. And we're going to end as we started, so bringing our legs up to the sky and just coming into this super gentle inversion. Hugging our knees into the chest, putting our heads to our knees. Then we'll shift our hips over to the right side and let our knees fall over to the left, gazing over the right hand. now shifting our hips over to the left, letting our knees fall over to the right, gazing over our left hand, maybe hearing clicks in the spine. Coming back through centre, just hugging our knees into our chest one last time. And then release everything to the mat. Letting everything go. Making sure everything's relaxed, all your muscles, all the tension in your face is releasing. Either staying here longer and pressing pause, or coming to finish the practice with me. So we'll start to wiggle our fingers and toes together, maybe shifting our head from side to side, rolling our ankles and our wrists. And we'll all hug our knees into our chest, maybe having a little rock side to side. And we'll fall to our left side, using our left arm as a pillow. And then gently pushing up to seated or kneeling, however feels more comfortable for you today. We'll take a couple of releasing breaths, so inhale, hands up to the sky, and back through heart center. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Namaste. Thank you everyone for inversing with me today. Inversions are challenging, especially pincher and obviously handstands, so it is always a little bit trial and error, and this will just come with time. So yes, I hope you had a little bit of fun with it anyway. Tomorrow I've got a nice long deep stretchy flow, so just stretching out the whole entire body and hopefully feeling lovely after maybe aching a little bit after today's go. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys on the mat tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your days. Bye.